Will central banks' monetary policies really redefine market trends this week? Which of the central bank's monetary policy statements will reshape the market this Yuletide season? Which of the economic indicators will really point the way forward for traders and investors to really harvest profits this week? This and more are we going to find out in today's news preview on your favorite Pips O'Clock channel. Hello there and welcome back to Pips O'Clock weekly news preview. And this week, our focus on the economic calendar will be on what impact central banks' monetary policy committee statements will have on the markets this week, and which of the central banks' monetary policies will really drive the market crazy for us to be able to position ourselves to make big green big profits this week. You want to stay tuned and take notes of what we're about to unveil in this preview. Relax and let's go. All right, so welcome back. And so in today's analysis, we are focusing on the mainly on the central bank's monetary policy statements, which will from Wednesday will be flooding the markets, and a whole lot will be expected. This is pre-Christmas Day week, because after this week, next week is Christmas. So, and whatever happens this week is very, very crucial, all right, because Christmas shopping, everything is happening, and so we need to really prepare ourselves to also have our own share of the shopping spree. All right, so let's go now. Here is the economic calendar before us. We are using the Forex Factory calendar for this preview. Courtesy forexfactory.com. All right, so now this is the economic calendar, and the high impact events will begin at 9:15 a.m. and that is starting with French flash manufacturing PMI for the Eurozone, and French flash manufacturing PMI is at 9:15 a.m. All right, and that is if you want to trade the euro pairs. And of course, a medium impact event will also be happening around the same time when European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde will be speaking. Okay, so you can just check that up. At 9:30 from the Eurozone still, we have the German flash manufacturing PMI and the flash services PMI. Then Lagarde will still be speaking again at 9:35 a.m., just barely 20 minutes after the first. And at 10:30 a.m., we'll switch our attention to the UK, where we'll be looking for the GBP flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. At 3:45 p.m. At 3:45 p.m. will be time for us to shift our focus to the USD, where we'll be expecting the flash manufacturing PMI from the US and the flash services PMI. So it's like Monday is a week for flash PMI, a week for PMIs. All right, that's producer manufacturing indices, right? Okay, index. Okay, so by 9:20 p.m. at night, BOC Governor Tiff Macklem will be speaking, and so we want to also monitor that closely if you trade USD card or card pairs. If you trade card pairs, right, USD card JPY, and so on. Then Tuesday, 8 a.m. Clement count change from the UK GBP, and at 2:30 p.m. from Canada, we'll be expecting the CPI month-on-month, median CPI year-on-year, and trimmed CPI year-on-year. Same time, you have the USD core retail sales month-on-month and retail sales month-on-month. And that'll be all for Tuesday. Then Wednesday, 8 a.m., GBP CPI year-on-year. And at 8 p.m., that's when the flood of central banks monetary policy statements will begin to pour in, beginning with the US federal fund rate, 8 p.m., FOMC economic projections, same time, and FOMC statement, same time. At 8:30 will be the FOMC press conference. You want to monitor this closely, and and really let trade to win. Now, interestingly, if you look at the federal fund rate, there have been indications there will be rate cuts. So projection here or forecast here is that there might be a 25-point basis rate cut from 4.75 to 4.50%. That's for the federal fund rate. So it's really a tradable event, but you need to have experience to trade it as it's getting released. Otherwise, my recommendation, just like our recommendation has always been on this channel, is allow this event to come out and shape the market. Then you can go in the morning. All right, since it's happening at night. Of course, by this time already, I don't expect you to still be trading. All right. Okay, so that's the first central bank monetary policy statements that will be coming out on Wednesday for the week. All right, then on Thursday, tentative time is not, there's no time there, it's still a tentative event for the BOJ monetary policy statements and monetary and the bill and policy rates. And then the press conference, there's no time yet. By the time we approach the day, by the time we're close to the day, the time will come out. So, and here we will also be shifting our attention to the Japanese yen. And so JPYPS will really dance the dance for this. So that's the second central bank policy statement event for the week. And then at 1 p.m., we have the GBP monetary policy summary and where the MPC officials bank rate votes will happen also, and then official bank rate. And interestingly, there is no expectation for deviation for the official bank rate for the GBP. However, votes will be cast. Votes will be cast for whether there should be rate increase or rate reduction or remaining the same. And already there are differentials happening. If you look at the forecast here, there are differentials compared to the previous. So, I mean, differences are really going to happen. So, this is another tradable event at 1 p.m. on Thursday, which is about the third monetary policy statement event for the week. All right, at 2:30 p.m., two major events are there. The final GDP quarter over quarter on quarter for the USD and unemployment claims. The weekly unemployment claims will come out. You may want to trade the numbers for that. And then finally on Friday, we have at 8 a.m. retail sales month on month from GBP. And then at 2:30 p.m., Canadian dollar core retail sales month on month and retail sales month on month. And while the USD core PCE price index will also be happening at the same time. That will be what will give the week a wrap for the major events for the week. And so you want to make sure that you really study this very well, prepare very well. Don't be taken or caught unawares, particularly for the monetary policy statements, because that's where the major move will happen this week. So, question really is, which of these monetary policy events will really create or redefine the trend for whatever currencies they represent for the week? Will it be the USD? Will the US dollar trend change? Because currently, you know that it's really strongly bullish for the US dollar, right? Will the fund rates, federal fund rates, or the monetary policy statements change that trend and make the US dollar become bearish? Well, we'll find out. How about BOJ? How about Japanese yen? How about GBP? Which of these will really redefine or change the trend or consolidate the trend? So it's a question of either the trend changes or the trend is consolidated. Let's watch out, but then don't be caught unguarded. Prepare yourself, protect yourself, and trade to win. From all of us at the Pix O'Clock, let's say I want to wish you a wonderful trading experience and Merry Christmas in advance. Thank you and God bless you.